Well, tonight, a local woman shares a nightmare that can happen to a certain age group of women.
Our Joyce Evans with a rare and mysterious condition that left a healthy young woman out of breath and almost out of time.
Ready?
32-year-old Dana Green keeping pace with a house full of boys.
Oh!
All boys.
You're out!
Hey, go run!
Hard to believe just a few months ago, she couldn't do this at all.
I couldn't run at all with them or even carry my son around. Oh, good hit!
In fact,
Daddy caught it, you're out!
she could barely breathe.
Even though she's sitting and talking on the phone, I could feel that I was winded.
A simple cold about 2 years ago triggered a rare and very dangerous condition that literally knocked the wind out of her. It got worse.
Like a kind of noises.
That set off a chain of misdiagnoses and unnecessary treatments. First, allergy-induced asthma.
So they gave me an inhaler, said come back in a month. It was no better.
Second misdiagnosis, a deviated septum, blocking her nasal passage.
So again, I said, how did I wake up with a deviated septum? Oh, sometimes it just grows that way, so I don't know. So I had the surgery.
You had surgery?
I had surgery, it wasn't any better.
14 months later, this young wife and mother was slowly suffocating, and nobody knew why, until she came to Temple's Lung Center.
But again, this is a very different sound. I could hear her from the waiting room. That's how noisy her breathing was. It had really reached a point where I knew something wasn't right. I kept looking out to the waiting room and seeing who's there, who's making that noise.
Dr. Ahmed Solomon took one look down Dana's windpipe and...
Here it is. So here we are just below the vocal folds, and this is the windpipe. Look how much narrowed it is. This is almost, 70 to 80% narrowed at this point.
About the circumference of a pencil.
And you can see once you get beyond it, this is what it should look like. It should be this big. This is known as idiopathic subglottic stenosis.
A mysterious condition with no known cause, affecting mostly women in their 30s and 40s who have not had something like a breathing tube previously inserted down their windpipe.
So what we think it's a genetic predisposition.
Just lurking until something triggers it. Dr. Solomon says he has treated dozens of these cases in recent years.
We got narrowing and narrowing and narrowing until it got to be pinpoint.
Many, like Dana, rushed into surgery.
And really, the surgery is fairly tricky.
First, a laser is used on the narrowed area. Then a balloon is inserted and inflated.
A balloon that's filled with saline or salt water, and it exerts a fair amount of force.
After more than a year of suffering,
Usually you wake up from surgery and you feel worse. I woke up 1,000 times better than I was when I went in.
Swallow for me.
home the next day and no nasty scar on her neck.
It was perfect.
It's a little foggy, but...
And here's how her airway looked weeks into recovery. Still not rounded, but
80% of normal, I would say. And that's pretty much as good as you're going to get, no matter what technique you do.
Mom, hurry up.
no complaints from Dana and her boys, all grateful this doctor solved her mystery.
I'm totally in debt to him. He definitely was my hero.
Dr. Solomon says it is possible Dana's windpipe could start closing again, since nobody knows what causes it in the first place. He urges women in their 30s and 40s with unexplained breathing problems to get several medical opinions immediately to avoid suffering like Dana's or much worse. Joyce Evans, Fox 29 News.